Blessings to you.
Greetings to you.
I need to take a load off.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Great. But it'll cost you.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
Satisfied?
Look, offer a... You certainly won't regret it.
Don't be afraid to tell me what you want next time. There's no need to be embarrassed. Anyway, now to have a bath.
God bless you.
Praise God.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm telling you, that it fucked me over. Bullshit. Since when does the night have ears? And maybe it wouldn't linger on if you got boozed up before bed and then gave your bishop's hat a good polish.
It's a metaphor. It's what Aristotle regards as the foundation stone of composition. But an ass like you couldn't possibly understand.
God bless you.
True. I'd never pollute my head with such codswallop. I need to keep it clear for real poetry.
Right, and you've come up with some real pearls, haven't you?
Too right, I
whatever.
have. How about the Ballad of Sinful Sally? Or my opus, Ode to Ale?
Right. Ale, ale, you stir my blood and make the ugliest woman look good. You call that poetry? It's the bleating of a goat.
It's a poem that every man Jack can understand, unlike that airy-fairy, lovesick whiny of yours that not even the parish priest can make head or tail of. And he's nearly educated.
Art for its own sake. That is the true goal.
Coming right up.
I saw you have quite a nice bull here.
Do you mean the white one? It belongs to old Olbram, or rather, Olbram belongs to the bull. The old geezer don't have nothing else on his mind besides that bull of his. He barely even comes to the inn anymore because he's always watching it.
He watches the bull? How so?
He has his farmhands stand outside the barn with lanterns all night, keeping watch. I can't really blame him. An animal like that is a real rarity. I just feel sorry for the lads.
Do you think Olbram would sell the bull?
Not for all the gold in the world, my friend. He even makes the farmhands guard the barn at night. That's how much he worries about it.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleov keeps complaining about the Takovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good, but still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but I got no idea where they went. What are you here for?
Tell me more about...
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free. If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here. but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine. I'll go and see him, and we'll see.
Since our check Dante don't...
What are you two talking about, then?
Ah, a peasant like you would never understand.
I'll have you know you're talking to the right hand of a nobleman, you nobody.
You? But... Sorry, but how is anyone to know that when you're dressed in those rags?
Have a drink with us, worthy sir.
Well, why not? I'll gladly have a drink. My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Tell us all about it.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Onorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Well, I rather doubt it's to be found in beer or some wench's cleavage. Those might be nice to look at, but an artist should seek inspiration in higher things.
My very words. Let's drink to that.
However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
And highborn.
clever...
experienced.
intrepid...
unique.
in short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man.
A fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
Humans?
That's it! Hark, Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
A loot! We need a loot!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find. Or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenters in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
Well, if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
I'll be right there.
Do you really think Henry can handle it? A king's ransom.
Don't lose faith, my friend. He'll handle it just fine. Perhaps he'll make a deal with the old man. Either way, it won't cost us a thing anyway.
God grant you health.
What's going on around?
We hold a fight club here some...
That sounds good.
It actually came about by chance there, and that...
Thank. I need a place to...
If you got the... and for...
I just want to...
No problem. But... See you soon, my friend.
I'm sorry. I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Masters.
Let's play.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway. Like this? Oh, come on! Damn! What's this? Damn it. They're yours, lad. Here. Like this. Here. Like this. Damn! Shit! Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. What can you do? These ones here. Here. Like this. Damn! Shit! If I was you, I'd take it. That's enough. Your turn. Ha ha! The luck is on my side, it seems.
God bless you.
I was just looking at that bull you've got there. I don't think I've ever seen such a beautiful animal.
Aye, our bull. Olbram's, that is the finest animal far and wide. Olbram's really protective of it.
What do you mean?
For example, we have to watch it all night. Do you know how many times I've stepped in shit in the dark because of this? See you later, my friend.
That's a beautiful bull you've got there.
Aye. Olbram's really fond of it. They tried to steal it from him once, and he's been suspicious ever since.
I reckon he guards him quite closely, eh?
I'll say. He has a farmhand walk around the byre with a lantern all night. Farewell.
One more time, then.
Yeah, greetings.
That's a beautiful bull you've got there. You don't see an animal like that every day.
Aye. And nothing is the finest animal far and wide. He wasn't cheap either.
What's an animal like that worth, anyway?
A big, strong bull like him, and pure white too. At least a dozen cows. No, make that 2 dozen. That's why I keep a close eye on him. I have the barn guarded all night. Say, you're a bit too interested in a nothing. What's this about?
I'm considering buying it from you, but only if it's really worth it.
I see. But a nothing ain't for sale. You'll have to look somewhere else.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. Now you're going to get it. Ah! Show what you're made of. Wanker!
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
seen Pavlena anywhere, Henry?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. Thank you once again for saving Sir Hans's life. And mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man who doesn't make promises lightly. I'll put it aside for Pavlena, but don't waste any more time on me and go and look for Pavlena. I'm very worried about her.
I wanted to ask you... Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
But what if her disappearance is connected with it? Tell me about it, good wife.
Well, we haven't always lived here in the rocks, you know. We're from Troskovitz originally.
Right. And how come you left?
Left? They threw us out. A childbirth went awry, and we were driven away by all the lies told about us.
Went awry? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sure the good folk of Troskovitz will be only too keen to tell you.
Pavlena is young and well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl. And pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this. Take care and good night.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
Christ, what a day that was.
Their shafts are damp, and wealthy blokes they welcome in their mine.
What can I do for you?
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him, by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening. You'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied.
Well aware
Take
of
care.
the silver in the rocks.
They spend their wages at the bars on girls who wash their clothes. The little wives are cooking.
If you get hungry,
An
you
ale
have an
as
excellent
usual.
chicken in wine sauce.
They welcome in their mine.
You're laughing now, but you... won't dare sing that kind of smut.
God bless you. Give me something to eat, thanks.
Turn around right now and get me out.
Wrong place, wrong time, lad.
Are you still staring? Are you trying to piss me off? Clear off.
What are you doing here again? Forget about us and get out.
I'm definitely not afraid of you,
just cracked in
fucker.
here?
Fucked up now, arsehole.
Do it!
I've been waiting for you. Show your stuff.
What do you want? Show your stuff! Show what you're made of!
I'll kill you!
You won't get me!
You're not permitted to be here. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
How dare you accuse me like that? Like some ordinary peasant? Do you have any idea who I am?
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this. That's taken care of. Off you go now. So, are you going?
What? Do you have permission to be doing that? That fella. He's the one.
Give up!
Pacify him! Quick!
Easy now. I surrender.
I've got it in for you, scum. I know where you were trying to break into. Around here, you have to pay for such foolish ideas.
Please, look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
Careful!
Careful.
How can I help you this fine morning?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well. Very well, then. I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
Here it comes.
Has the water sprite been up to his...
What would you like?
I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
If you got the coin, it can be arranged. And for how long?
I need to stay longer.
All right, but money up front.
At least a week, judging by the state of his body.
Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current.
What's going on around here?
We hold a fight.
Down the river for at least a
That
week.
sounds...
It acts in, and that's...
Thanks, Ink.
Exactly. And that's not... The dead man had a gold chain around his neck.
As
You
usual.
believe it? Someone bumped...
What can I do for you?
Show me your wares.
Maybe next time then.
I've been darning and sewing since morning. I haven't even
So this is where the merchant's wagon tipped over. Everything floating here must be his. Poor fella. That's bloody deep. I can't go any further. It's too deep.
Prepare to fight.
Так, ладно, я все равно хотел уже прерваться. Сейчас на ПК переберусь, если спать не завалюсь. И продолжим что-нибудь еще поиграем. Ну, пока удачи на всякий случай.